يسرني المشاركة معكم اليوم بختام برنامج مسرعة فنتك وتخريج الدفعة الأولى، وأرجو أن يساهم هذا البرنامج في تعزيز الجهود لجعل المملكة مركزاً للابتكار، وأرجو أن يكون البرنامج الذي يركز على قطاع التقنية المالية ويهدف لدعم رواد الأعمال وصقل وتطوير أفكارهم وتمكينهم من زيادة الفرص والاستثمار في هذا القطاع الواعد. ونشجع الشركات المشاركة في البرنامج الذين عملوا بلا كلل على تطوير تنفيذ استراتيجية منتجاتهم ونماذج أعمالهم بالرغم من التحديات التي واجهوها نتيجة تبعات جائحة كورونا. ونأمل أن يؤدي هذا البرنامج إلى مزيد من التطور في قطاع التقنية المالية، والذي بدوره سيساهم في دفع عجلة تنمية القطاع المالي وتنميع خدماته. ونتوقع أن يحقق هذا القطاع الناشئ نمواً وتطوراً لافتا في السنوات القادمة بمشيئة الله. ونعمل في البنك المركزي مع الزملاء في هيئة السوق المالية ووزارة المالية ووزارة الاتصالات وتقنية المعلومات والجهات المعنية للسعي لتذليل العقبات والتحديات التي قد تواجه رواد الأعمال في هذا القطاع الجديد. وفي ضوء ذلك نستعرض بعض إنجازات البنك المركزي بلغة الأرقام. ففي فترة ما بين عام 2017 و2019 زادت قيمة عمليات القنوات الرقمية في القطاع المالي بمعدل يفوق 18% سنويا، لتصل بذلك إلى ما يزيد عن 75 مليار ريال سعودي في عام 2019. وكانت مجمل مبالغ عمليات المحافظة الرقمية ما يقارب 6 مليار ريال سعودي بنهاية العام 2020. وشهدنا في المملكة ارتفاعا واضحا في عدد الشركات التقنية المالية بواقع 3 أضعاف، حيث كانت في عام 2018 10 شركات وارتفع عددها في عام 2019 إلى 20 شركة، واليوم يوجد لدينا أكثر من 60 شركة ناشئة في كل مجالات التقنية المالية المختلفة. وعمل البنك المركزي السعودي مع هيئة السوق المالية على تفعيل البيئة التجريبية التشريعية، حيث ساهم في وضع سياسة المصرفية المفتوحة وإطلاق قواعد ممارسة نشاط التمويل الجماعي والقواعد التنظيمية لمقدمي خدمات المدفوعات وتمويل الملكية الجماعية وتجربة المستشار الآلي ومنصات تداول الصكوك. وسنظل مستمرين في تركيز اهتمامنا لتوفير البيئة الخصبة لبنات وأبناء هذا الوطن الغالي، وسنسعى لتسخير كافة الإمكانيات الممكنة لهم بهدف جعل المملكة مهداً للابتكار في قطاع التقنية المالية ودفع عجلة التطوير والابتكار في الخدمات والمنتجات المالية، للإسهام في تحقيق مستهدفات رؤية 2030 والوصول بالمملكة إلى مصاف الدول والمجتمعات المتقدمة وتوسعة وتعميق القطاع المالي. وفي هذا الصدد أود الإشادة بالدور والجهود الملموسة التي قام بها فنتك السعودية خلال السنوات الماضية في دعم شركات التقنية المالية في كل مرحلة من مراحل تطورها، وتحفيز شركات التقنية المالية ورعاية رواد الأعمال رغم حداثة هذا القطاع في المملكة. وفي الختام أهنئ وأبارك لجميع الخريجيات والخريجين نجاحهم في هذا البرنامج المتقدم والمهم، والذي سائلا الله عز وجل أن يوفقكم في مرحلتكم القادمة لتحقيق تطلعاتكم وأن يفيد بكم الوطن. ولا يفوتني أن أتقدم بالشكر والتقدير لكل قيادات وإدارة برنامج مسرعة فنتك، ونؤكد لكم مجددا دعم ومساندة البنك المركزي السعودي وهيئة السوق المالية لهذا البرنامج. وأتمنى لكم التوفيق جميعا، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
and gentlemen, I hope you're safe and well. Welcome to Fintech Accelerator's first 2020 Cycle Demo Day. I'm Ahmed Ayman, Program Lead for Fintech Accelerator, and I'll be your host for today. Fintech Accelerator is an initiative by Fintech Saudi powered by Flat6 Labs to advance Saudi's fintech ecosystem in line with Saudi Vision 2030.
Fintech Saudi is an initiative led by the Saudi Central Bank and Capital Markets Authority. One of our main objectives is to support the growth of responsible fintechs in the Saudi market. Saudi Arabia is currently the world's fastest growing fintech market. Over the last 2 years, the value of fintech transactions increased by around 20% annually, while the transactional value is expected to reach $33 billion by 2023.
Flat6 Labs is the region's most active seed investor and largest startup accelerator, investing in tech and innovation since 2011. We're present in 6 countries, have invested in over 300 startups in excess of $50 million. We've secured an additional $70 million in funding, sitting on a wealth of over 1,000 mentors and coaches, and have created over 8,000 jobs to date. It is our pleasure to have you tune in with us today as we graduate our first cohort of innovative fintech startups. Before we begin, all of the content you will see today is available on the link below. Despite the turbulent times, we started our cycle last November. Our startups showed impressive progress over the last 3 months, and I'd like to thank our mentors, coaches, and all involved stakeholders for making this program virtually impactful. The success stories we're showcasing today would not have been possible without the input, time, and engagement of our partners and supporters throughout the program. We received an overwhelming response to our program with over 400 registered applications. Over the last 3 months, we've conducted over 50 sessions, totaling over 150 hours. We've covered a range of topics with over 50 mentors and coaches, and engaged with over 30 partners. The 10 startups that make the cycle cohort come from a wide array in the fintech space, including personal finance management, lending, open banking, and securities offerings, among others. And now, I'll leave you with a quick look at what we've been up to for the last 3 months.
During the Fintech Accelerator program, 10 innovative companies have displayed resilience, vision, and unlimited potential. Our world-class mentors and coaches were integral in the company's progress through over 50 sessions and workshops, as well as leading public and private fintech experts and entities who work to create solid foundations for our fintech companies. We are looking forward to one prosperous future for our fintech companies.
I hope you enjoy our startups' pitches. You can record your interest on the link below to speak directly with our founders after the conclusion of this demo day. So without further ado, I'd like to present to you our first pitch of the day.
I'm Mohammed Al-Sehli, CEO and founder of Withaq Capital Markets, a fintech infrastructure for the issuance, distribution, and administration of Sukuk securities. Sukuk are fixed income securities usually compared to bonds, but they differ in being asset-backed or asset-based instruments that generate actual returns rather than interest payments. There are about $500 billion of outstanding Sukuk globally, and $150 billion of new issuances every year. The market is expected to grow 3 to 4 times in the coming 5 years. Even though this market has a tremendous potential, it still suffers from a lot of inefficiencies. Due to the complexity of Sukuk structures, the fragmentation of service providers, and the lack of modern infrastructure in place, credit-worthy issuers are being neglected or overcharged to access the market. So we, in Withaq, simply decided to offer one platform for all parties involved to communicate, collaborate, and to execute an end-to-end Sukuk transaction, while automating security services such as the paying agent. Withaq also connects investors directly to these issuances and offer custody, depository, and secondary market services. Here we see the term sheet tab. This is where all parties negotiate and agree the terms of an issuance, and where we capture the terms to automate our security services. And here we conclude and close the issuance and have the sign-off of all relevant parties with the ability to review all relevant documents and the due diligence from previous stages. So how we make money? WeThak makes money in 3 ways: deal management, security services, and investor access. We charge some basis points on arranging the issuance, and then we charge some fixed fees on the security services, and finally some basis points as well to the investors who are holding their securities with us directly. In numbers, the value generated over the lifetime of a deal of an average size of $30 million will be $270,000. WeThak is currently regulated in the UAE by the Dubai Financial Services Authority with a full unrestricted license. We also began operations there this January and are working on several transactions. We are also regulated by the Capital Market Authority in Saudi under an experimental permit and are expecting to launch in Q1 2021. We are very proud to say that WeThak has also been recognized by SWIFT as a securities market infrastructure, which is a status usually given to market incumbents. There are many players in the market who provide part of the solution, like arranging banks, other fintechs and tech providers, but WeThak is different because it caters for the full value chain of sukuk, from the issuance and distribution and all the way to the servicing and administration. We are expecting to have 70 annual issuances by 2024 and offer a global distribution network and operate our secondary market, leading to a 3% of the primary issuance market to be issued through the WeThak platform and generate a $50 million worth of revenue by then. We are currently raising an additional $2 million to accommodate the newly added activity to our license, the secondary market in Saudi, and to expand our operations in the region. We are a team of 20 plus highly qualified people with experiences in capital markets, law, and technology. Thank you for your time and looking forward to having you join our journey.
Good evening. My name is Haider Sayed and I'm the founder of Falus. Falus is a direct peer-to-peer consumer payment application developed for the Saudi Arabian market, and we're on a mission to turn physical cash into a thing of the past. The Saudi Arabian market strongly relies on cross-border payments, but the domestic payment services are often neglected. Transfer solutions are inconvenient for users with hidden fees, and the industry hasn't developed the necessary simple and user-friendly domestic payment solutions, particularly for the younger generation. And that is where Falus comes in. Falus has a niche focus on the domestic peer-to-peer payment market and aims to become the go-to tool for consumer payments with a mobile application service available in both English and Arabic. Falus is a service that doesn't hold any user funds. It doesn't require any topping up or cashing out of funds or recipient IBAN information like other standard digital wallets. As you can see from our features, the Falus product operates with a social payments approach. The application utilizes a social fee to socialize the overall payment journey, which is why Falus is often compared to being the Venmo for Saudi Arabia. Users are also able to keep track of their personal payments and their payment history through their dedicated personal feeds. With privacy in mind, Falus users can, of course, choose to keep their payments private at their discretion with our privacy toggle. Falus allows users to simply add each other as friends to easily initiate or receive payments. And all of this is done directly without requiring a user to add funds or know the recipient's IBAN information through our proprietary technology. The Falus revenue model is as simple as the service itself. We charge a flat 2% fee to the payer for every transaction initiated on our application. We're excited to be here today as Falus has made tremendous progress these past few months. We're thrilled to be partnered with both Visa and Riyadh Bank as our payment and core banking partners in Saudi Arabia, and are also excited to share that we raised a significant pre-seed investment to accelerate our operations in the country. The Saudi market is a fast-growing and emerging market across the world. The digital payments industry in Saudi Arabia alone stands at $16.3 billion. And the fintech market within that industry has seen an incredible 18% year-on-year increase. But what's even more exciting is that 70% of the Saudi population is under the age of 35 years old, and they also happen to be our target market. With our core demographic being young and tech-savvy, Falus plans to employ a strong social media and digital-centric strategy to capture these target users. Our aim is to be available right where our users may need us on their mobile devices. As mentioned earlier, Falus is hyper-focused on simplifying the peer-to-peer payment journey and doesn't aim to cannibalize the product by offering too many services like other digital wallets. This is why we believe that Falus offers a unique and valuable service, particularly for the Saudi market. In terms of our roadmap, we have an exciting year planned ahead. We are already actively working with the Saudi Central Bank towards our licensing and plan to incorporate merchant capabilities and key technological developments shortly after. In 2022, Fulus aims to begin our regional expansion plans across the GCC with strong regulatory milestones already achieved. Fulus is currently raising $2.5 million for our seed round, which will cover 18 months of runway. This round will mainly cover capital requirement expenses with regulators and will also be spent on operations and team expansion. Fulus prides itself on having a diverse team of globally experienced founders. Myself, Haider Said, the founder and CEO, studied at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles, where I worked with the US State Department on entrepreneurial endeavors, as well as NASA for technology commercialization. Abdulaziz Al-Jafali studied at the University of Reading in the United Kingdom and has extensive managerial experience across the GCC. Mohammed Al-Balawi, who heads product for us, studied at Ryerson University in Canada and has worked at numerous startups, particularly on the product side. Thank you all for your time. Wa yalla irsal fulus ma'a fulus.
I am Faisal Gherni, co-founder of Malaa. We develop data-driven products with a focus on personal finance, behavioral scoring, and investment. Currently, Saudi nationals stand at a low 2.4% savings ratio, which is considerably lower than the 10% global average that is recognized as the minimum for long-term financial well-being. Why is this a problem in the first place, you might ask? Well, turns out savings are considered an important economic variable, in the sense that savings lead to investment, investment leads to higher capital stock, which in turn leads to higher growth. And through Malaa, we're playing a vital role in increasing household savings. And the first step in the right direction is to change the spending behavior. Malaa is a personal finance management app that is very easy to use. In only 3 steps, you can save more. First, you need to sign up. Then connect your bank account. Set up your budgets if you want to. And Malaa will take care of the rest. Automatic expense keeping, transaction categorization, analytics, and more. Malaa offers subscription packages where the core functionalities are free, while other features such as advanced analytics are for a monthly premium. Every person that has a bank account can be a Malaa user. 72% of Saudi Arabia's population has a bank account, and we cannot wait for you to join us and test our product and give us feedback. In only 6 months, we successfully launched our closed beta and onboarded 4 banks into our system, as well as invited 3,000 users to test and help develop our services further. Going forward, we're looking to launch officially in the upcoming 2 weeks, and we aim to onboard 4 more banks and also to obtain the regulatory approval. Personal finance serves as the foundation for our future expansion plans into loans and investment. By the second quarter of 2021, we aim to launch our behavior risk profiling system, a system that can help banks and fintechs stretch the risk parameters and lend more, with features such as instant approvals and even support companies that offer buy now, pay later solutions. By 2022, we will launch a hassle-free investment platform that allows our users to invest their savings and grow their wealth. We're raising $1 million, which will be spent on team expansion, marketing, and operations, as well as cover the minimum capital requirement for the licenses. We have a diverse set of skills. I come from a consulting background. I managed 50+ engagements with the private and public sector entities, such as the Camel Holding and the General Authority of Statistics. I specialize in strategic planning and growth, and I lead the design at Malaa. My co-founder Ali comes from a technical background. He has worked in IBM, Ilm, and Muzun. He specializes in developing data-driven products and has previously developed products in risk assessment and fraud detection. Thank you for your time, and we invite you to visit our website, malaa.tech, and sign up for our closed beta.
I am the co-founder and CEO of Budur, an equity crowdfunding platform based in Saudi Arabia. Entrepreneurs and investors need each other but cannot meet efficiently. On one end, entrepreneurs face many challenges when fundraising, starting with finding the right investor, followed by complicated and lengthy processes to close deals, and finally, having very limited access to funds. On the other end, investors have limited access to opportunities, especially if they have small investment tickets. Budur is an equity crowdfunding platform that connects startups and small and medium enterprises or entrepreneurs with their large pool of investors in exchange for equity in the company. Budur's platform enables the growth of Saudi's booming entrepreneurship ecosystem, expand available funding by easily bringing together investors and entrepreneurs to create opportunities, and it will allow for transparent relationships and informed decision-making by requiring the disclosure of information. So it is a win-win solution for both investors and entrepreneurs. Budur's platform is very easy to use, and it offers a high level of credibility and trustworthiness for all users through the implementation of a solid and rigorous vetting process. First, the entrepreneur submits their campaign application. The campaign is then assessed internally by Budur's team and its relevant stakeholders that Budur has signed with. Once the campaign is approved, it will go live for 90 days. As soon as the funding target is achieved, the campaign will be marked as successful. And finally, upon the completion of the legal procedures, Budur transfers the funds to the entrepreneur. Budur's platform is very easy to use, and it offers a high level of credibility and trustworthiness for all users through the implementation of a solid and rigorous vetting process. First, the entrepreneur submits their campaign application. The campaign is then assessed internally by Budur's team and its relevant stakeholders that Budur has signed with. Once the campaign is approved, it will go live for 90 days. As soon as the funding target is achieved, the campaign will be marked as successful. And finally, upon the completion of the legal procedures, Budur transfers the funds to the entrepreneur. Budur charges a success fee of approximately 10%, including VAT, from the overall funding request. Since Budur's inception in 2018, we successfully acquired an experimental CMA's Fintech license and established the company in Saudi Arabia. We also partnered and successfully onboarded our key partners such as Thika, Ilm, STC, and Riyadh Bank. Budur allows any Saudi individual above the age of 18 to invest with as little as 1,000 riyal. It also provides a readily available pipeline of vetted potential investment opportunities that are accessible at any time. In addition, through Budur, entrepreneurs will gain access to a large pool of investors. They will also be given the opportunity to get an early market validation and exposure of their services or products. Budur's go-to-market plan will consist of utilizing traditional and digital marketing methods to expand its customer reach. Budur is expected to launch in the first quarter of 2021. After 2021, Budur will aim to support at least 6 companies to successfully raise funds. By 2023, we expect to break even by acquiring at least 2,000 active investors and raise funds for at least 15 startups. Considering we're a few months away from the launch of our platform, we are currently exploring areas of mutual collaboration with strategic partners and entrepreneurs, whether in featuring opportunities on our platform or explore any other future endeavors. Budur is founded by myself, Rawabit Darjam, and Aya Uthman. We both come from management consulting backgrounds. In addition to that, I have experience in private equity. If you're interested in working with Budur, feel free to reach out to us to start your fundraising journey or collaborate on exciting opportunities. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Nasser Al-Tamimi, co-founder and COO of Rasmal, a platform that helps business owners make better fundraising decisions. In the MENA region, startups have evolved tremendously. During 2020, Saudi Arabia alone had 90 funding deals worth a total of $155 million. The value of deals have been growing at a compounded annual rate of 91%. This represents only 0.02% of Saudi's GDP and is expected to grow 5-fold when compared to similar economies, reaching 0.1% of GDP over the next 5 years. Companies face lots of issues while fundraising, such as dealing with complex shareholder structures, overwhelming minutes of meetings, and the overall ambiguity of the impact of future funding rounds on the cap table. Current solutions are limited and traditional. Hiring lawyers or consultants is expensive and time-consuming for startup founders. Similar tech platforms available are limited in scope and not localized for the regional market. Rasmal is a subscription-based platform which solves these issues by providing a bundle of tools to cover 3 aspects: cap table management, financial analysis, and internal governance. Through Rasmal, a company can register all its shareholders, ESOPs, and vesting schedules. It can also run investment and exit scenarios to evaluate the effect on each shareholder's ownership. Rasmal also provides financial and cash burn analysis. This also includes a loan repayment calculator and a project cash flow tool dedicated for project financing. Rasmal also supports businesses with internal governance by providing minutes of meeting management and e-voting. Everything in the platform is stored in a data room that can be shared with potential investors or creditors. Rasmal offers a freemium subscription model as well as basic and pro packages starting from 220 riyals per month. Over the past 15 months, Rasmal raised a seed round to develop the full product, which will launch in the coming weeks, and successfully signed a partnership by an accelerator company. Rasmal is a comprehensive solution for startups, timely and cost-efficient, user-friendly, and transparent with all stakeholders. Rasmal will onboard investors to better monitor their portfolio's performance and increase transparency from a reporting perspective, increase awareness through social media channels, and sign strategic partnerships with major players in the ecosystem. Rasmal has exciting plans. We will launch the platform by March 2021, onboard 500 companies on the platform by end of 2021, enter to new markets in March 2022, starting with UAE and Egypt, and introduce issuance of shares on the platform by June 2022. We are raising $600,000 to be utilized on team expansion, marketing, and further product development. Rasmal is being managed by 3 co-founders. The average years of experience of each is 10 years. Basil Kraya is the CEO with a background in insurance and accounting. Myself, Nasser Al-Tamimi, is the COO with a background in banking and consulting. Salim Al-Jawini is the Chief Strategic Officer with a background in banking and entrepreneurship. Join our mission of supporting startups' journeys from inception to unicorns. Thank you.
I would like to thank all of our partners for believing in us and for making the first iteration of Fintech Accelerator a success. Without your support, our cohort could not have made over 40 direct connections with financial institutions, investors, and corporates. As a founder-focused part-time program, we organized multiple local, regional, and international workshops with subject matter experts and unicorn founders. They helped guide our founders on subjects including business model validation, product development, and market access. We also organized several online pitch and networking events with local, regional, and international venture capital firms, angel networks, and banks. And now, let's have a look at our second batch of pitches.
Hi, my name is Mohammed Al-Hadil, a co-founder and CEO of Tamwil, your marketplace for instant loans. To get a loan, you have to go to multiple banks just to ask for information and compare terms and interest rate. Imagine if you have to do this for all banks and financial companies. With Tamwil, we provide loans from your phone. Our technology made this process easy for you in 3 simple steps. You tell us how much you need. We compare multiple loans for you and check your financial and credit profiles, and then help you apply for the best loan and get instantly approved directly from your phone. During our beta release, we helped our customers to apply for loans of nearly 300 million riyals with zero marketing. Because our partners need loans to sell their products, they offer our solution to their customers, allowing us to grow faster and gain access to more than 2.5 million customers. Recently, we signed with many partners to become their enabler for digital loans at a monthly capacity of more than 200 million riyals. And this is a market of more than half trillion riyals in Saudi alone. And we make money by charging up to 0.5% commission fees from loan size. While there are a few solutions in the market, Tamwil is the only one that serves its customers with accurate results and instant approvals with a few clicks on your phone. Recently, we closed our seed round and we are aiming to raise 3 million in the first quarter of 2022 to scale up our solution. Currently, we are under licensing from SAMA, and our plan is to optimize our solution and deploy Tamwil as a service engine to connect businesses to instant loans, and then scale up regionally to the other markets. This wouldn't be possible without our team that have more than 20 years of a collective experience in the fintech space, including building online banking solutions together in the last 3 years. We understand how banks make loan decisions and how difficult it is, and that's why we built Tamwil. Imagine how transformed the market will be when you can apply for every kind of loans, from personal to mortgages, with a few clicks on your phone. Hence, we are on a mission to help everyone to apply for the right loan and not worry about visiting banks to get loans. And if you are a financial institution, join our network and make this mission possible. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ali Al-Habshi and I'm the founder and chief operating officer of UPayments. UPayments is a digital payments company that has been established and currently operating in Kuwait since 2016. We've noticed that businesses and entrepreneurs face a lot of difficulties when they decide to shift towards online payments. There are too many players, yet none have all the payment requirements of a regular business available in one place. So they are forced to accept cash inefficiencies such as theft, handling large amounts of cash, and longer waiting times for their customers. UPayments is a horizontal solution that spans across all business sectors and industries. We solve challenges for almost every industry such as education, food and beverage, fashion, real estate, and even the government sector uses our solutions. Merchants usually start using our services through the invoicing system UPay. UPay comes with mobile app, a web portal, as well as in-store terminal devices. Every UPay merchant gets a U-Store e-commerce platform that allows them to list their products on fascinating web templates. And for those who decide to build their own mobile app or website, UPayments offers them a payment gateway that comes with plugins for popular content management systems. Our business model is very simple. We charge merchants a commission of 1.5% per transaction. We also charge an installation fee for the payment gateway and annual subscription plans for the e-commerce platform. Until the end of December 2020, we have managed to acquire thousands of customers, and we've processed a huge number of transactions worth more than $400 million. We're very proud to say that we have been growing our transactions month on month at a rate of 23% and revenue at 17%. UPayments stands out from the competition as we prioritize creativity and innovation. That's why we're the first to market in many of our offerings. We also care about design and user experience. By the end of 2021, we would like to be present in Saudi, Qatar, and Bahrain. We will enter these markets with our essential products and gradually introduce U-Rent and U-Escrow to eventually be able to process $220 million in 2023, allowing us to generate $15 million in revenue. We're currently a sustainable and profitable business, and we're not looking to raise funds. However, we are looking to create partnerships with organizations that can help us expand in the region, acquire new customers, as well as recruit the best talent. The team behind UPayments come from diverse backgrounds of engineering and business. I have more than 12 years of experience in IT security, and my partner Nasser has over 7 years of experience in B2B and customer experience. If you're an organization that has a great presence in Saudi and think we can work together to create a successful story in Saudi, please reach out to us and let's work together. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Suresh Shankar, founder and CEO of Crayon Data, a Singapore-based AI startup. My second startup, the first Red Pill, was an analytics pioneer that I exited to IBM. I'm going to talk to you today about Maya.ai, the platform that we built that powers the new age of relevance. Billions of consumers demand personalized experiences in every category. Digital giants like Netflix and Spotify play the relevance game with ease. 10,000 plus banks in the world, over 10 billion users, nearly 500 billion transactions, tens of billions of messages sent, yet they fail to deliver the level of personalization demanded. Not just nice to have, banks risk losing close to $1 trillion of revenue due to the lack of personalization. Crayon built Maya.ai to solve this problem. Maya.ai is a two-sided platform that unlocks the value of personalized commerce. Banks can deliver greater relevance and personalization to customers, drive traffic and revenues to merchants, and get better customer engagement, higher share of wallet, and new revenue sources like affiliate fees. Maya.ai can enable a bank to create and deploy millions of personalized storefronts in days, not months, globally, across categories, and made personal for each customer based on a unique taste match score between any customer-merchant combination. The technology is patented. The taste graph is a unique map of global taste with billions of data points. No one else has one. The Choice AI is a cocktail of patented machine learning algorithms, and Maya.ai is privacy sensitive and has never used identity. The technology is also cloud agnostic and driven by 3 APIs. Profile millions of customers with the Tasteprint API, engage them on any channel with the Choice API, enable seamless fulfillment through the Bazaar API. Maya has already deployed millions of personal storefronts for the world's leading airline based in the Middle East, is launching a mobile marketplace for the leading Islamic bank in the UAE, has launched a high-touch personal concierge app for the leading global lifestyle provider based in Bahrain, and is the power behind India's largest credit card and Asia's most successful digital wallet launch. This means Maya.ai is not just promised, it's proven. Nearly $500 million worth of incremental spends generated, over 125 million customers profiled, all for leading local and global brands. Crayon's growth is powered by two high-value long-term revenue streams. The first, subscription fees for our platform based on the number of users or the portfolio value onboarded. The second, a share of the transaction value generated through affiliate fees. All of these achievements would not be possible without a great co-founding team with multiple exits to global majors. But it is the road ahead that is exciting. Crayon today has 25 million users on the platform. The number will grow to 100 million in the next few quarters, and our ambition is to reach 1 billion users on the platform, or 10% of the market, in a few years' time. This results in a strong financial performance. The pandemic was good to Crayon. Crayon grew 65% in terms of ARR in 2020 and is close to being EBITDA neutral. 2021 is going to be even more exciting. We will double ARR, revenue, number of clients in every conceivable metric, and will become an EBITDA positive company. The Middle East is a strong pillar of Crayon. 40% of revenues come from here. We have a local presence in the UAE, and we plan to expand to Saudi, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, and Turkey, and use this as a springboard to enter the EU, LATAM, and African markets. What is our ask of you? First, invest up to $5 million in our ongoing bridge round, already backed by existing investors. Second, cloud and data privacy approvals from local regulators. Third, access to CXOs of banks, wallets, airlines, and e-commerce companies. This will enable us to make Crayon and Maya.ai the cornerstone of the Saudi fintech revolution. Thank you for your time.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Khawandana, founder and CEO of Sahala, a buy now, pay later payment solution. Did you know that almost 60% of locals are not covered by any medical insurance scheme, and one of the main reasons is high premiums? Not to mention a number of expensive medical services such as dental, dermatology, and plastic surgery are not covered by most of the insurance service provider or very limited coverage. Sahala empowers you to control your budget and buy what you need today and pay for it later, either after 30 days or over 4 equal monthly installments with zero interest from anywhere, fast and secure. Simply choose Sahala as your payment option at checkout while you're shopping online. You can find Sahala if you are buying insurance, medical services, or even when shopping for that big screen you always wanted. Sahala charged merchants an average commission of 5% per transaction depending on the ticket value and market segment. We also offer add-ons to merchants at a fixed cost. In only 3 months, we managed to reach an agreement with 5 potential merchants, partner with a leading tech company in the fintech industry, and develop our MVP. We also partnered with a consultancy house to run our internal audit supervised by PwC. With this, we should be ready to launch as soon as we accept it into the SAMA sandbox. With Sahala, merchants can grow their sales, cart size and volume, and increase customer retention with higher conversion rate. They will also reduce their customer acquisition cost and cart abandonment. The Saudi market is huge. Sahala is targeting the insurance and medical markets and also the e-commerce side of retail, which accounts for 16% of the total retail market size. This will give us a huge potential entering the in-store market later. We keep it simple. No papers required, instant approval, no interest or hidden fees, and you can find us almost everywhere. And don't worry, we can reschedule that one missed payment. This year, our priority is getting accepted into the sandbox by SAMA, raise fund, hire the right team, sign with different merchants and payments gateways, and launch our services by Q2. By end of this year, we are planning to launch our iOS and Android app to grow further in the Saudi market. Our plan for 2022 is expand into GCC market, grow our team and partners by Q1. We are currently raising 3 million riyals to be spent on operations, marketing, and product development. Sahala team consists of passionate entrepreneurs with successful track records and expertise in building startups. Myself and Ammar have more than 10 years of experience in multiple domains such as technology, F&B, logistics, and consultancy, equipped with data analysis and business intelligence skills. Our technical partner is a leading fintech developer in the region. See how Sahala your life will be? You can try our prototype by scanning the QR code. Invest now in Sahala, but not in installments. Thank you.
Hello, I am Amr Siddiqui, co-founder and CEO of Thimar, a peer-to-peer purchase financing platform. Micro and small enterprises are consistently trying to raise enough cash just to match their spending needs. When business owners need to expand or cover major expenses, they go to traditional channels such as banks, just to get rejected for not having proper documentation or financials. Thimar is a user-friendly desktop application that allows micro and small enterprises to purchase goods worth up to 500,000 riyals and finance it for up to 12 months. It connects investors to micro and small enterprises to finance their purchases from vendors. Thimar is easy to use. First, the enterprise raises a purchase request on the platform. The money is then raised by the peer investor. The items are then bought from the vendor and resold to the SME at a murabaha deal. And the vendor ships the goods immediately to the enterprise. The financing amount is to be paid back in installments, which is shared with the investors without having a major effect on the business's cash flow. Thimar makes money in 3 simple ways. We charge a success fee of 1.5% to the purchaser and up to 24% rate on the murabaha, which is shared with the peer investors. We also negotiate volume discounts with the vendor starting from 1%. In the past 12 months, we have successfully registered the company, completed development of the platform, and currently are testing it offline with customers until we acquire the SAMA license. Thimar is the only fintech that is focused on purchase financing. The exact use of funds is always known in advance. Thimar is the first solution to offer murabaha contracts to businesses. The market is huge. In 2019 alone, only 3% of the total lending was offered to MSMEs, worth a total of 46 billion riyals. Approximately 18 billion was used for purchases. Thimar now is aiming to capture 1.6% by year 5. We are planning to scale up by automating the process, introducing new products, and expanding internationally to the UAE and the Far East, after gaining experience and learning from enterprises about their financial challenges. By 2022, we would complete 220 deals to achieve a total revenue of 5.1 million riyals. We are currently raising 5 million riyals to launch Thimar, which will be spent on team expansion, product development, operations, and marketing. Our team consists of mature entrepreneurs with the relevant experiences needed to launch this business, covering from corporate banking, digital marketing and development, plus corporate law. Our mission is to expand SMEs' runway and increase their chances of success. Let's do business. Reach out to be part of our journey. Thank you.
I would like to extend our thanks and appreciation to our partners for their continued support. I hope you enjoyed our demo day. In case you missed any of it, all of our pitches and founders' contact information is on the link below. Please access the link below to speak directly with any of our founders over the next hour or so. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.